Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to show you how you can build this infinitely expandable and stackable creeper farm for Minecraft 1.14.4 and above. But before we get into the tutorial, I want to show you how this thing actually works. And if you want to skip straight to the tutorial, there will be timestamps in the description below, as well as a world download if you want to check this thing out in more detail. So basically, the player will AFK all the way up there, and this hopper clock will be constantly running, and it will occasionally send out this block, which is attached to the sticky piston, to activate this redstone line every once in a while. And then, once this redstone line activates, it will have these trapdoors closed, which means the water won't be flowing outwards, which means the creepers can spawn in. And once the trapdoors are open like this, then the water will be sent out, pushing them all the way down there. These trapdoors right here are just to make it so that only creepers and spiders can spawn inside of the farm, and these minecarts in the ground stop the spiders from spawning because they block all the possible spots that a spider could be spawning in. But once the creepers are pushed down, they land inside of this magma block area where they're killed, and their items are picked up and unloaded through this hopper minecart unloader into this chest. So now for the materials. Obviously, the amount of materials that you're going to need will depend on how big or how small you're going to make your farm, but in general, you're going to need some opaque blocks, some of any type of trapdoors, some of any type of slabs, some soul sand, some magma blocks, some sticky pistons, some blocks of redstone, some pieces of redstone dust, some redstone torches, some redstone comparators, some levers, some powered rails, some hoppers, a hopper minecart, and some minecarts. But in general, for each individual piece, for the hopper minecart unloader, you're going to need 5 of any type of your opaque blocks, 1 of any type of slab, 1 piece of redstone dust, 1 redstone torch, 1 redstone comparator, 1 lever, 1 powered rail, 1 hopper, and a hopper minecart. And then for the hopper clock, you're going to need 2 of your 2 blocks, 6 of your slabs, 3 sticky pistons, 2 blocks of redstone, 2 pieces of redstone dust, 1 redstone torch, 2 redstone comparators, a lever, 2 hoppers, and 32 of any item to put inside of your hopper clock. The first thing you're going to want to do is find a relatively flat area just like this one and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks off of the ground and add another block on top just like that. After that, you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in any direction and add another strip to that to make it 2 blocks wide. After that, you're going to want to go to the very front and add a piece of soul sand, and then a slab, a block, another piece of soul sand, a slab, and then 1 through 3 blocks. And then you're going to want to go 2 blocks out, just like this, just like you did on the other side to have another 2 wide strip of 8 blocks. And then you're going to want to add in your minecart, so to do that, you're going to want to place a little bit of a ring of temporary blocks and some rails, and then push your minecart into the little hole, just like that, and then do the same thing over here. Boom. And then, if you want to expand this thing, all you have to do is add a soul sand, slab, block, soul sand, slab, 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then expand it out 2 more. And then you can add your minecarts again, so just make your little diamond, and push your minecart in, and make another diamond, minecart, and push it into the hole. And you can keep doing this as far as you want to. After that, you're going to want to go to the back side, which is the side with 3 extra blocks on the end, and you're going to want to face towards the front, which is where the minecarts and soul sand are, and you're going to want to place all of your trapdoors just like this, and open them all. Once they're open, they should have a little bit of a block in here, but it's not a full block. It's where the trapdoor is, but it's not like this, it's just like that. And then you're going to want to add in all of your blocks. So to do that, you're going to want to put them to the side, and 1 over there, and another one on this side as well. After that, you're going to want to fill in this area with water, and then you're going to want to put some blocks on top of the trapdoors as well. After that, you're going to want to add in your walls. So to do that, all you have to do is make a 2-high wall going all the way down into this block, and you're going to want to do the same on the opposite side, just like that. Then, if you want to stack your farm upwards, all you have to do is you're going to want to start the past 2 steps, starting on this block right here, as this corner block down there. After you've done that, it should look just like this. If you wanted to, you could expand this even more than 2 layers, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to stick with 2 layers. After that, you're going to want to add in your roof. So to do that, all you have to do is place trapdoors against this back wall, just like that. And you're going to want to keep placing this all the way across the entire thing, except whenever you reach a spot where a minecart is, you're going to want to skip placing a trapdoor there just to save some materials. Once you've done that on all of your layers, you're going to want to come to the bottom of your farm, and you're going to want to extend this bottom part down 1 block with your opaque blocks. After that, you're going to want to go 1 block diagonally downwards and forwards with your magma blocks and extend it all the way to the other end. After that, you're going to want to go 1 block diagonally upwards from the magma block to any of your sides, and then go all the way up to the top, and do the same on the opposite side. And then you're going to want to fill in the rest of the walls all the way across, just going upwards all the way up to the top, just like that. After you've done that, you're going to want to go to the back of your farm and start building your roof. So to do that, all you have to do is place slabs on the bottom part and all the way across the top, just like that, on one of your sides, and then go to the back side and do the same over here. And then after that, you're going to want to fill in this entire area from here all the way over to here with slabs. Then your roof should look like this, and then you're going to want to go down to the bottom of your farm to build your hopper minecart unloader. So to do that, you're going to want to go 1 block downwards and place a hopper, and then you're going to want to place a powered rail on top of that hopper. Then you're going to want to go 1 block downwards diagonally to one of the sides of your hopper, and you're going to want to place a redstone comparator facing in that direction. After that, you're going to want to place a block going off of that redstone comparator with a lever on the opposite side and turn that lever on. Then place a redstone torch on top of that block with a block on top of that and a slab on top of that block. And then against this redstone comparator, you're going to want to place another block with a piece of redstone dust on top, and then you're going to want to place a hopper minecart on top of that hopper. After that, you're going to want to go down to the bottom of your farm, and off of your hopper, you're going to want to extend with blocks going all the way to the other end of your magma blocks, and then you're going to want to go 1 block upwards diagonally. And then you're going to want to add in all of your rails. So every 10 normal rails, you're going to want to place a powered rail, and once you reach the end, you're going to want to place a rail. And then after you've done placing all of your rails, you're going to want to go underneath, and you're going to want to place rails and power them to activate all of your powered rails. Then you're going to want to come to the back of your farm, and you're going to want to place redstone dust going all the way across these little back areas, just like this. And then if you have multiple layers, these bottom layers will not have slabs in these little corners, so you're just going to want to add them over there and one over here. Then you're going to want to go down to the bottom of your farm, and you're going to want to go down to the back. Then you're going to want to find the center of your farm and place a redstone block against that block. If there's 2 blocks in the center, then you can just choose one. Then you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3 blocks back and place a sticky piston facing towards that redstone block and a block against that first block that you placed. Then you're going to want to place a lever below that block and turn it on, a redstone torch on the front of it, and a piece of redstone dust on top. Then you're going to want to place a block against the side of that lever with the redstone comparator facing into that block. Then you're going to want to place a sticky piston on top of the redstone comparator with the redstone block in front of it. And then you're going to want to go 1, 2 blocks forwards, and you're going to want to place a sticky piston facing back towards the other sticky piston. Then from this sticky piston, you're going to want to go 1, 2 blocks downwards and 1 to the side from the first block and break that first block. Then you're going to want to place a redstone comparator going into that block with a piece of redstone dust on top. Then you're going to want to place 2 hoppers right here facing into each other just like that, and then place 32 of any type of item inside of one of the hoppers. Then you're going to want to place in all of your slabs on top of these blocks. So to do that, you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of these 2, and then you're going to want to go 1, 2 on top of these first blocks. And then if you only have 1 layer, you're going to want to place a slab against that block. But if you have more than 1 layer, you're just going to want to place a block there with a block on top of that, and then you're going to want to go with redstone dust all the way up, and then you can keep going upwards like this to all the top of your layers. And if you need to extend the redstone signal, then you can use something like a redstone torch or a redstone repeater. Then you're going to want to come down to the bottom of your farm, and you're going to want to go to the side of this railway and hit F3. Then when you look in the upper left hand corner where it says XYZ, it should say something like 70, or maybe it says something lower or higher for you, depending on how high or low you built the farm. But then, to find where you're going to build your AFK area, you're going to want to add 128 to that number, and you're going to want to go upwards until you reach that number. So for me, I would stop building upwards at 198 because my Y is 70, and 70 plus 128 is 198. Once you've reached the appropriate Y level, you're going to want to break all of the blocks below this top block, and you're going to want to place a button on top of the top block. But besides that, That's it for this video. If you liked it, then please leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. Also, if you want to, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitch to see some streams that I might be doing sometime in the future. I have some plans to do some streaming, and it might be fun to go ahead and watch, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!